It's day 28. Can you believe it? um, Very excited that I am at this point right now. Fun. It's crazy to think that when I was trying to figure out how to start my YouTube channel in a way that was sustainable, I had a lot of ideas, but I just kept coming back to this 30-day sketch, but also like instead of making it one single video, just make many videos. I also thought a lot about the number. Like, I don't think I was quite sure about when I was going to end until very recently, because I really wanted maybe like a 50 or a 100 day type of situation. But and not only that, but when I wanted that 100 day situation, I kind of like the making that decision froze me for a little bit, just because 100 days, like, it would have been until April. But I also like the idea of the challenge of it all. That said, the more I did this, the more the challenge has become, it's not even stamina or motivation. How could I call it? I feel that the challenge has become that I can't make something that I really like. Not that. How can I word this? The challenge has essentially become that the growth that I was seeking with this experiment is no longer available to me in this format. By which I mean recording myself for 20 to 30 minutes is just not cutting it for me. I think the sessions are too short. They don't allow me to like slow down a little and see what I could potentially experiment with. And so they have been great as a warm-up, or as like a way to, get my day started with some drawing, which I really appreciate and I really like. But, if I'm craving trying some watercolors or something, it's a little bit harder to format that or do that while doing these single take videos. And I'm sure that I could find a way to make that work. But again, that would mean that the challenge has become more about recording rather than making the art that I want to be making. And I do want to record different parts of my practice in different ways. But that's not the purpose of this particular sketchbook practice. The cool thing though is that I thought originally that I would need 100 days to get to where I am now, and I don't. I just needed way less days, and I could probably stop this experiment this week, but I want to have like the 30 days. I want to just like have that like stamped, marked. I don't know what you will call it. But yeah, I would like to have the full experience. I don't know if that's what you would call it. Yeah, I have really enjoyed doing this. I'm wondering if... Okay, part of the reason why I think the experiment worked is because I didn't have a YouTube channel. So I can essentially like make a bunch of videos that nobody was gonna watch and it wouldn't like ruin whatever I had going on previously, because again, I had no videos uploaded. Now I think experimenting might be a little bit harder with if I start making other types of YouTube videos. I'm thinking like if I'm like, I would not like my channel to have the chaos of like 30 videos in 30 days. Like that just seems kind of chaotic, but who knows what I can kind of experiment I can come up with later on. I think there's lots of ways of figuring these things out. Yeah, I do like that, because I'm thinking about switching my YouTube formatting and stuff. Like I am a little bit nervous as to how I'm gonna approach a different way of uploading videos, but it's also exciting that I'm going to learn some new stuff, which I love doing. I love learning new things. But yeah, new channel. Sorry, new type of video. Kind of scary. Kind of a little bit scary, but also exciting. Like a year from now, it's gonna be interesting to see what my practice has grown into. I don't feel like that is something that, I could always get to experience in this sort of way. So, really happy with what I have done. The good thing that also this project has helped is that it's made me think about other platforms and ways in which I could approach them. You've never been a social media girly, but I do like the idea of approaching approaching it from a, again, more practice process based documentation, rather than how many things can I make to post, because the reality is that I want to make a lot of art, right? So I don't have a problem with necessarily the like make a bunch of stuff. It's sort of more how I approach the daily process of making it that I think is a little bit harder to find a balance for if you're not maybe taking conscious decisions. I think the last year, 2025, was one where I really focused on practice rather than making, and sort of the process of these things. And I think you learn a lot about what works for me. Like what I can do in a way that's satisfactory for me. And I'm hoping to keep figuring more of those types of things out, because I think it's really nice to grow in that way. I feel like I make more like significant progress with like slower, steady, a little bit more conscious steps versus just sitting and grinding, which I do think it's useful. I think it's useful sometimes it's not. I think the caveat is that there needs to be a little bit of time to reflect on what is working and what is not. I also think part of the thing that's really appealing to me right now is also the idea of self-fulfillment is the right word. But I do sometimes really enjoy watching, other artists' process, which I'm sure, everybody also enjoys. But having my own way of seeing my own process and analyzing it is so lovely. And again, I love this idea of being able to have sort of this nice level of sustainability that I can continually support for myself, if that's the right word. My English is bad today, you guys. I'm so sorry. No good English today for me. Something with marker just to add something a little bit different. This is very, very, very cute. I think maybe I can add some plants to the side now. Its page seems pretty full, so I'm gonna do the date, and that will be it for today. Maybe I can add something here though. This once again. Ooh, there's something stuck to the tip. It's okay, it's giving it a kind of a fun texture. Is it today the 13th? I always have such a hard time with numbers. 3. basically a reverse E. Okay, February 3, 13. I'm gonna add something here because I feel like it needs something. I'll do something simple with my these little guys, just to not leave that page empty. And that will be day 28. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching these. So cool that there are people watching this. I hope that if you are watching these, you're doing something creatively while you're watching them. That would feel really nice. But yeah, Monday will be day 29, and then Tuesday will be day 30. Last day. Then I'm gonna change it up. So exciting, scary. We'll see you later. Bye.